I wanted a Christmas tree that was easy to make using materials that we had at home, that we could hang ornaments on, and was child-friendly to make and be around. This video goes through how we made this Christmas tree and will take you through the step-by-step process and show you the lessons that we learned. It was bumpy on the way. And at the end, we'll summarize some of the tips for you to make it on your own. First of all, to get started, you're going to need 2 pieces of cardboard, a box cutter, scissors, a marker or crayon. I recommend a green crayon, a ruler, a type of measuring tape, paint, but don't forget plastic to cover up, and optionally, use tissue paper, ornaments, and other Christmas items to decorate. Our cardboard was pretty beat up, so we had to trim the sides in order to get a flat base for the tree. Next, use the measure tape or ruler to find the midpoint vertically and horizontally on the cardboard for both pieces. This is the most technical part of this art project, I promise. Then draw a line down the center to the midpoint from the top of one cardboard piece and from the bottom of the other. They should line up like this. Next, you want to cut out a notch along the lines. Ideally, the notch will be about the size of the thickness of the cardboard. You will need to do some extra cutting and scoring to get the space of that notch. Why do we want the notch to be the thickness of the cardboard? So that you can do this, interlock them crosswise so that it can stand. You may not be very happy with the way it sits. Then you have to repeat the process again to fix the notch until you're satisfied with the way that it sits. When you got that, then you can play with it a little bit, try the other end just to make sure. Nope, this isn't the right way. So this one is good. And now you mark the top. I'm very sorry that part's off camera, but it's very important not to skip. Now you have the base structure of the tree, you can start drawing its shape. Eyeball 3 sections of the height of the cardboard to draw the branches. I would draw them scooping upwards like a smile. This will help for hanging ornaments. You want to then start scoring the shape outline with your box cutter. Use the box cutter and scissors to cut the rest of the tree out. Here is its final shape. Note how the bottom is kept wide as possible in order to give it the best base. Take the next page, note the notches on top, and trace out the same shape. Doesn't have to be exact or perfect. Then you have your 2 pieces that you can then fit together like this. It's coming together. It's starting to look a lot like a Christmas tree. Exciting! Then you take it apart again. There's one more thing to do, and that is to draw the notches and cut the notches. This is going to be where we can hang our ornaments. And just give a few snip. Doesn't have to be perfect. And next, it's time to paint. We got finger paints, which is more fun, but we learned that there were a few issues with it. Perhaps with all other paints, the color that you mix and like is not going to be the color that shows up on the cardboard, especially if it has a wax coating. And secondly, you're going to need a lot of finger paint. Other kind of paints might coat it better. So if an artist is watching this, please advise. So finally, one panel is done. We opted to just do handprints for the other side. The 2 pieces go together like this, and I'm going to give my little helper a break. And I'm finish off by just adding a little extra color to the edges, specifically around the top. And I noticed that the finger paint and the handprints just leaves it looking very blotchy, so I'm going to add some tissue paper strips, cutting some fringes for some embellishment and dimension. I'm just going to give it some curl and mess up the fringes a little bit. I guess you'd also need some glue if I left that out in the beginning. Here's a quick look at the finished product. But wait, I have to tell you, this is my first YouTube video. Let me know what you think. And ta-da! Kids Christmas art makes great decorations for this and completed with presents under the tree. Wow, you're still here. You must really want to make this. Here are my tips for you.